Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this video for Raid Shadow Legends. This time around, we get to talk about the Artifact Forge because, as you can see, I am now level 32, rapidly approaching level 35. So some things are now unlocked for me. Before we begin, there's a few things I should probably go over. Yeah, tag team will be 35. I don't know if I mentioned in previous videos, but sometimes when your slots are full in your main area here, the overflow, so if I got all of these slots filled, any overflow that I have will be located over here in my inbox, and that will stay there. I want to say for 7 days, don't quote me. Any kind of compensation gifts that they give us, and we should be due around here pretty soon because there have been some serious server troubles, or at least I thought there was the other day, but maybe there wasn't. It was just on me. I don't know. But we're going to be due for some kind of upgrade or compensation or something, and if that happens, that will be in here, and that will definitely be about 2 or 3 days. But the stuff that you get from that will be I think 7 days, and then if you buy something from the shop, that's like 99 days. But again, don't quote me. So, some of the things that I have done. I have added another slot here of this, so now I have 30 of 50. So I can now open a few more shards at a time. I've had to do that because I've gotten myself some more champions. I opened some more ancient shards outside the double raid event. I got Pounder, which I'm trying to turn into a champion that will work in the clan boss because his first attack is a decreased attack. But it doesn't seem to be applying, so I don't think it's worth investing any more time in him. I don't know if I'll find another use for him. I got him. I got this one here. It's not the good one. There's a good dog thing that has a reflect. This one is not that one, but still might be useful in other capacities. Yeah, so this one has a freeze, and it does a chilling howl and a hunter's mark. Anyway, I earned this guy from going through Karnak Castle on the hard stage. That's where he came from. This is one of the new champions. This guy, I did an overview on my main channel. I love this. He got the little wagon chest in the back. He got a lantern. I don't know why I don't understand this. It looks like saddlebags, and we got a wheel with some metal jammed into it. And this is the yoke here, and that's the guy's weapon. His name is Wagonbane, but I got him. He's one of the new champions. He does this decrease accuracy, continuous heal buff on the ally with lowest HP, and then a decreased defense debuff. That decreased defense might be promising. I don't know, but I got him. I either got Valerie from Karnak Castle. I earned her from fighting through that, or I got it another way. And then I think I got some other 3 stars that I turned into food, so I was able to start upgrading. I've been really putting a lot of work into Berserker here, and now he's my 1-slot champion. Every time he hits, he goes back for 1 more kill if he kills the opponent he hits. It seems like it's better every time he does that, which is really good. So I've been really working, tweaking on his gear. Some of my champions aren't living as long as I'd like. She's dying too easy, so I have to replace this. It's just not enough defense, I suppose. And I just got the ranking her up to 5. And so these are my main champions here that I'm working with, and eventually I'll bring these 2 into the fold and maybe this one. I don't know what I want to do with Pounder yet, but that's what I've been up to since we last talked. I did the double raid event. I don't know if I did that on camera or not. I earned absolutely nothing good at all. The last good thing I got was outside the double raid event, and I think I mentioned it in the last video. And that was this one here, which I wish I had on my main account. She's a really cool champion. Literally a really cool champion. Glad I got her. I wrote a note here to talk about what happens at level 30, but all that really happened is that the forge unlocked. Maybe other things have unlocked that I don't know or aren't aware of right now. One of the things I wanted to give you some advice on, there's going to be some progress missions. I can't go to them to show you. But they're going to say equip another champion or equip a champion with 6 whatever it is artifacts. So while you are still over here in the normal mode, collect those 1-star artifacts a little ahead of time when you know those missions are coming up, so that you're ready and you can plop those onto a champion. Put on any new champion that's of the variety that they say attack or HP or whatever that you have. Don't put on champion you've already put gear on like that, because then it may not count. Usually they want 2 separate champions that you have to do that with, so you can actually take the gear, put it on one champion, remove it. If it's 1-star gear, it won't be too expensive, so you're not wasting a lot of silver, and then you can put it on the other champion. If you have enough of the 1-star gear, you can destroy it, and then just put the rest of your 1-star gear on the other champion. I'll leave the approach up to you, but just be budgeting with your silver and take some time. I worked my way through this, and I did finally manage to beat it, although I am now trying to get up through here and get that's just with 2 players. So I go through each of these battles with just 2 players, and that's been some variety of those 2, but that has failed me a little further on, right around here. So now I gotta figure out another group of 2 players and continue on. But that's how you get the 3-star. You take 2 players all the way through the entire thing, and you don't have 4, you just have 2. You take it through the entire thing, and you've beat the stage. 2 or fewer champions, no losses. You can't lose anybody, so if one of the champions dies, then it's not going to work. You want to get your beefiest champions for this, the ones with the best defense and HP. You want to have something that will oppose the affinities you're seeing here, because that will help. So in this case, if I was going to pick some champions, I definitely want I don't know if definitely, but I think I either want her or her, because that's for these 2, and maybe the Void. And then for her, I have him. Either him, or I would use this guy here. I could even just go all out and just go with these 2, and that's how I would go about it. I think that's the team that I used in this, but it's some variety of 2 of my best ones, and actually Jizo's proving effective as a campaign farmer right now. Haven't been able to get him ascended yet, or the other ones very well, because of the potion starvation diet here we're on. And that's really about it. Let's do a little mini summonings. I wanted to open these 2 ancient shards. They're not going to have another double raid event with ancient shards, I don't believe, anytime soon. I'm saving the voids, and I will have a sacred pretty soon, so I'll open those when we have double raids. But I'm going to open these outside, because I'm still looking for some legendary or epic champions, and I'm going to open 10 of these. So we'll just do a little mini event here. And this is basically all I've been doing. I saved up the shards, I opened them when I had the double raid ancients, and then I've just opened up additional on, outside of the event. I won't keep doing that. I'll slow down with the ancients. I want to start building them up again, but I'm going to wait another couple of weeks before I do. That's funny. I got him in my main account. I actually like this guy, and he might be useful actually here in this account because of this heal reduction. That might come in handy on the Spider Queen. I need to test him out on that. Depends on how high her resistance is. You have to have accuracy that's higher than your opponent's resistance in order to apply a debuff, and I think you also either have to be the same affinity or the strong affinity to apply a debuff. If you're a weaker affinity, you won't be able to apply, I think. So I need to test that out, and I'll get back to you on that. But that's just kind of a general idea about how to work with that. But this is cool that I got this. Another one of the new champions. He's good for Halloween. If I was going to wear a costume for Halloween, I'd dress up like this guy. This is really cool. I like that. That's neat. Let's do one more. No epics, no legendaries. Steel Boyer. She actually is semi-useful, I guess, here at the beginning of the game because of her some of her other skills here. She's got heal by the damage inflicted, attacks all enemies. Damage increases according to enemy max HP. This will be useful for the clan boss. So I might actually throw her into the clan boss after I get her worked on a little bit. And that's the end of the little mini summoning event. Let's take a look at our index and see who all we have. So our big old axe guy will be over here. He's an attack. They're both attack champions, so I'm not going to be getting any kind of, champion that's going to help me progress through the faction wars or anything. I need to get more champions. You got to have a good selection of champions to get through the faction wars, so that's one of the roadblocks I've hit right now. I want to go ahead and lock those two because I don't want to lose them, and I don't think I have any potions for them as of yet. Oh, I do have some for him, but I don't have any money, so I'll have to wait until I have some money and I'll potion them. Always lock your champions if you think you're going to want to keep them, because you don't want to end up losing them by sacrificing them. This guy is here because he's going to become food for a 4-star to a 5-star later on. It's kind of slow right now. Looks like we've got one more. Oh, we got another dog or something? Oh yeah, this guy, Pit Cur. Not very useful. Good for food though. Now let's see what's in the marketplace. We got a bunch of mystery shards. I can only buy one. I'll come back and get the rest of these shards. This gear I'm going to buy. If you see gear like this in the 4-star, no lower than 4-star, you should stick with 5 and 6-star like this if you can. But this is excellent because this actually gives me crit damage and crit rate. So I definitely have to have money. I'm going to work on that immediately and get money to get that because that's very good. It's not very good late game, after the mid game, but it's very good for where I am right now. Let's talk about the Artifact Forge. When you get into the Artifact Forge initially, they will have for you a bunch of materials already set. And when you unlock advanced quests, which I believe are going to be also level 35, when you get the advanced quests at level 35, they're going to try and force you to come in here and do that. Now, when you're just starting the game, the faction wars, you're not going to be able to get very far, so you're not going to be able to get a lot of good materials. You're going to have the cheap materials. Either, I don't know if they have rare or uncommon or what it is. You're going to have the lower end materials initially. That's just the way it is. But they're going to try and force you in those advanced quests to be forging that and using that materials. Don't do it. Just do a little bit to kind of get an idea how it works. They're going to try and make you do a tutorial when you first unlock that ability at level 35. Just, I don't remember if I press skip or what, but just ignore it or X out of it and don't follow the tutorial. And don't waste your materials. Just kind of sit on them. Because these hammers you're only going to get when they have certain events. I don't know if they have any that I can demonstrate. There you see. Dungeon Divers event core hammer right here. That is the only way that we're seeing that these core hammers are going to show up. And these are your top gear. These two were only available initially in the, I believe, the platinum arena. The golden platinum or the platinum. I don't know how high the arena goes. I don't remember. But this is what the arena, the high-end arena was getting. So now we can forge it. But they make it really hard to get these materials. If you look, you see this gold box. This is telling you this is a legendary material. This is a legendary material. This is a, I believe, common or rare. You get these in the arena. You get these in the faction. These come from events. These come from the faction wars. These come from the arena. And the same here. Now these are all using stuff from the faction. This is an epic level material in this case. And these are for forging the 5 and 6 star gear, in case you were wondering. If I go down to 4 to 5 star, now we've got a little more rares and just an epic there. We still need legendary here though for the, no we don't. So okay, so it's 2 rares and an epic for the 4 to 5. 1 epic, 1 rare for the 4 to 5 of that, and 2 otherwise. Okay, so you can kind of see what everything costs here and what you need. And I wouldn't be tempted and just jump into the because you see you can only forge 1 piece, so you're going to use up all your materials if you try to go for that. I did do a video on this on my main channel, so I'm not going to go into more detail here, but these are charms. And you'll be given some of these, and you'll earn a few of these through events and other things as well. Right now all I've got is a helmet charm, a chest plate charm, I've got some no substat charms, and a rank charm. Rank is your star level. Rarity is it going to be epic? This is legendary. Is it going to be legendary, epic, or rare? I guess is what it's going to be. But let's forge some pieces of gear. I got to think what gear would be the most useful to me right now. This means this is how many pieces you will need to get the advantage of that gear. So that also means that you're going to have to forge quite a number of pieces of gear to get the ideal gear for your particular needs. I have a lot of low accuracy right now. I'm going to go ahead and do some perception, and I can actually do 5 to 6 stars. I'm going to do 2 of those, but I can't do it now. I just realized my money's gone. I have no cash. So let me pause, get some money. We'll come back and we'll do this so you can see how this works. Okay, so I just got through getting myself some cash. Let's forge a couple of items. I need 2 pieces to complete a set and get this full bonus. I want to go for the 5 to 6. It says that I can do 3, but let's see if that's really true. I am not going to select a charm as of yet, but if I was going to use a charm, like I had a rank charm, I could use that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save those up. So I got a perception helmet. I've got crit damage, defense, and speed. This is a freaking amazing helmet. Very much worth it. You can sell it if you wanted to. I'm going way over here because I don't want to sell it. This is really good. Let's do 1 more piece. It says we can do 2 more. And we got a shield, and this is a very good shield, so this is a very good set. And I'll put this on a champion that needs those 2 things. I lucked out. I got 2 5-star pieces of gear, and they were both very good, and that is all I'm going to forge. I'm going to save the rest of my materials for now. But that is how the artifact forge works. You will gain materials as you go in here through the faction wars. If you click on any of these, you can see what you can get in here, and it shows right here. Typically, when you get down, you gotta beat this first boss, and that'll be very tough. You probably will do it until you have some legendaries. Right around here is where you start to see the epic gear. If you click on it, you can see epic and legendary. Everything else up to then is epic. So the best gear is going to be all the way down here at stage 13 on all the faction wars, and you're going to be stuck here for quite a while. You're not going to make it past this first boss for a while. If you do make it past the first boss, let me know. Put a comment below, because if you have just a few people like me and you're making it that far that quick, well, great, awesome. Teach me what you're doing, because I don't know how to do it. Yeah, looks like I've got these 2. I can try to come in here and do something with the undead hordes. So, what are you going to do? But that's where you get those materials from. And then when you go to the arena, you will earn, I think also in tag team, but you'll also earn it here. You will earn rewards when you fight a battle and you come into the end of it. It says right here what you can get. And then as I showed you, the core hammers and the charm, well, I didn't show you the charms, but the charms will also be an event specialty. I have just enough. If I can manage to pull it off, I have just enough silver. If I can do it, I could actually pull 1 more ancient shard, but I think I'm going to need more silver to do that, so I'll probably do that off camera. I hate to do it off camera because if I pull something awesome, I wanted to involve you guys with that. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'd have to get some more fighting time in. But I have 1 more quest here to complete for the weekly, the upgrading an artifact to level 12. And once I've done that, I get this and I can then open it. But I had to have 20,000 to open it, and I don't know how much it's going to take to get that piece upgraded. Anyway, I'll go ahead and just pause right here, and I'll see if I can do it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we're back again, and I have been fighting in the speed campaign dungeon, Palace of Aravia, on hard. And I have just gotten another champion. I'll show you her soon. This champion you will be able to farm by going through stage 5. And the good thing about this champion, once you get her, any other copies you have of her, you can use those copies as skill books. So when you go in here, any other copies you get from her, leave them unlocked, go over here to upgrade skills, and you can put them in here one at a time would be what I advise. And that'll upgrade her skills, and you can get her fully upgraded. And what's great about her, why she is so good when you're here in the early game, is because of her skill kit. Her first thing, attacks an enemy, grants an extra turn if the target is killed. So she's another possibility for a one-slotter if you can equip her correctly. But this is another good one here. Removes one random debuff from all allies. Has 60% chance of placing a 30% increased speed on allies for 2 turns. That's nice. And then counteracts the attacker when an ally is attacked. So I've seen this work where just about every time she's hit, or you're hit, and anytime your members of your team are hit, she will fire her arrow and hit the enemy team. So if you focus on her crit rate and then her attack, her crit damage, you get all that up on her, and then her speed, of course, because her speed's a little bit low. She doesn't need accuracy so much, unless... Let me see here. No, you don't even need accuracy on her. So you don't have to worry about accuracy. Just crit rate, speed, attack. Make sure that you compensate for anything she's low on. Those are her high stats. If you go over here, you can see what her starting stats really are. They're not great. She's a little low here on defense, a little low on attack. HP is a little low. I mean, she has some serious lack here. But if you can get that HP doubled and double all these others, then you'll be able to live a little longer with her, and then eventually you'll want to triple the attack and defense, and just and of course the HP. Yeah, you want to triple it, I think, eventually, but try to aim for doubling it for now. And she'll be a very useful champion to have in your team initially there. She doesn't have a aura skill. Oh, she does. She also does speed. So in the faction crypts, she will do a speed aura, 16%. No, dungeons. So you can use her throughout all of the campaign dungeons, I believe. You'll get that 16% speed increase, which is kind of nice too. So keep that in mind. I collected her. And now I'm going to go over here and claim this, and we're going to open up one more crystal. And the reason why I have a huge pile of silver is because I was a bad boy. You notice my gems went down. I don't recommend you do this, but I went over here to the gem shop, and I just purchased here at the bank, I purchased one of these. Because I didn't want to wait around. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep, so I'm going to go ahead and do what I want to do now. So let's open this up. This will be the last opening of the evening, and then we'll close out. And another rare. Oh, this is kind of funny. I got him on my main account. He's not very useful there, but maybe he'll be useful here because he got one enemy 3 times. That'll work for Fire Knight. 40% chance decrease attack. So this I might be able to use this one for the clan boss. It might actually prove useful. We'll have to see. Not very useful anywhere else. Not very useful very long in the game, but you know what? I wish I'd gotten an epic or a legendary. That would have been cooler to share with you, but that's where we are. Yeah, you saw his skills. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions about the Forge but didn't make anything very clear, let me know. If you have any questions about anything I've covered here, just let me know. I will see you guys in the next video. This one will probably come out a few days after I do it. We'll have to see how far behind I am. I apologize, I'm a little slow on getting the videos out, but I've had some personal life things I've had to deal with, so the videos are coming out a little slower than I intended initially. But you are due for another batch here over this next few days. See you guys next time. Okay, well, that concludes this episode. Be sure to leave a thumb up if you like the video. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this or any of my other videos. Be sure to hit that notification icon so that you can be notified when any new videos are released. And leave me some comments, feedback, suggestions so that I can improve and do even better for you guys. Also, please stop by my Teespring store. I've got more designs coming over from Spreadshirt, but this is what I have here right now. I've got 3 cool designs. I got this mask does not equal safe. It's kind of an attitude for everybody trying to make us wear masks right now. I've got this Zen saying and drawing that I did, to reach your destination, embrace the journey. I think that's really cool. I've got a poem over here. Poem says, life doesn't have to be so hard. It has a flow. Sometimes you'll drift, sometimes you'll row, but you get to choose the destination you'll go. I think that's really cool also. So go ahead and grab some of this stuff, and that will support me and help me in my continuing work at YouTube, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.